What is a schedule of assets listed in a trust? Well, I'll tell you what it is, and then I'll tell you why basically they're pretty useless. A schedule of assets is a list of items that should be owned by the trust. And I say should be because anybody can put anything on the list, but most assets, other than tangible personal property, need to be coordinated and properly titled or funded into your trust, either during your life or through something like a beneficiary designation, which puts it into your trust by operation of law at the time of your death. So I've seen a lot of times where somebody will bring in a trust, their family members passed away, they're asking for trust administration assistance, and they say, well, here's the schedule of assets. And it says that, the condo and the property in North Carolina and the beach house in Key West, all of these are in the trust. And when I start going through the public records and I'm looking at the deeds, I'm like, this deed was in mom and dad's name and it was never in the trust. So the schedule of assets is not dispositive of what the trust owns. It may be a guide to the successor trustee of what should be owned by the trust, but don't have the misconception that by putting, my Bank of America bank account ending in 1234 on my schedule of assets automatically put your Bank of America bank account ending in 1234 into your trust. That does not happen. You actually have to go to Bank of America. Good luck with that. Take your trust with you and tell them either retitle my bank account ending in 1234 into the name of my trust now, or here's my trust, name it the beneficiary of this account so that after I die, my successor trustee shows up with their photo ID and a copy of my death certificate, and then Bank of America will basically write a check for the account balance into the trust. The trustee takes it over, administers it, pays bills, and distributes it to the beneficiaries. So the second thing I don't like about schedule of assets is they're typically stale. Over the course of, decades, people change banks, change financial advisors, open new accounts, close accounts, buy new property. Very rarely, if ever, is a schedule of assets that's more than 10 years old still completely accurate, because life happens, things change, assets come in and out, and they typically are more of a pain in the ass to deal with than what they're worth. So I tell my clients, just keep a notepad with your trust documents and just handwrite something. If you get pissed off at Bank of America and you want to go to Wells Fargo, great, do that. Just write down, I no longer have my accounts at Bank of America, they're now at Wells Fargo. Chances are that will be kept up much more efficiently than a schedule of assets that needs to be updated by your attorney.